Hi guys, this is Zilla and welcome to the public test server where we are going to test out what appears to be the final iteration of the carrier rework that's going to be coming out in January in 8.0. Now, this is the little Hosho, right? Now the Hosho doesn't get much, neither does the Langley on the American side. You get little biplanes, these A4Ns and these D1 Susies. Okay, you get attack fighters and dive bombers. Now, a couple of things have changed since the beta test I was in. Number one, all of your systems on the carrier are automated. So your repair, which is a 10-second cooldown, is automated. Your launch fighters, which has a short cooldown, is automated. So your defensive arrangement on your carrier is all automated. Now you can turn that off, but that means that you're going to have to abandon your squadron, come back to your carrier, and take care of business if you catch on fire and whatnot. Okay. The other thing that they changed too is that you still cannot flip between your squadron and your carrier. At the beginning of the match, you're going to have to take your carrier and move it to a spot that you feel comfortable with and then operate from there. Okay. Now I've heard a couple of people complain that, well, the carriers shouldn't have unlimited planes. They should have to think about the targets they go after. Really? I mean, let's take a look at something. Here's a Japanese destroyer, Mitsuki. All right. Now the Mitsuki has these torpedo launchers, and if you look, they're about combined, they're about 1/5 of the ship's length. Huge, bulky things. And they're, as a matter of fact, they're so long they span the entire width of the ship. Now, if we're going to put limited number of airplanes on a game's aircraft carrier, and a keyword there is game, all right, then let's limit the destroyer's capability for firing torpedoes. You get 2 spreads. That's it. No more reloads, no unlimited torpedoes, no running around the map, back and forth, constantly spamming skill all the way across the map. No more of that. No, 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 no. No, since we're going to limit armament, we're going to limit the number of shells you have for your gun, and we're going to limit the number of torpedoes you can carry. How about that? How would you like that? If you were a destroyer captain, and I am too, would you like that? Or would you like to continue sailing around spamming an endless amount of torpedoes across the map? Because I guarantee you in real life, these things did not have unlimited reloads. They had maybe 1 spare torpedo per launcher, and that was it. They had to choose their targets carefully. So, again, what's good for the goose and what's good for the gander. If you're going to force that upon carriers, in your opinion, then by God, force it on destroyers. They have to choose what they're going to fire torpedoes at very carefully. They're going to have to choose their targets carefully. Okay? That's my point. My point is, let's not be biased in that way. If you're going to do that to carriers, then we don't have a chance because our planes get shot down very quickly, especially at the higher tiers. So we're going to take this into battle and we're going to see what it can do. They have cleaned it up quite a bit. It does look nicer. So, yeah. Co-op battle. Here we go. All right. Looks like we got into co-op battle. And then one of the things they added, this neat little tutorial that goes along. And it's got different tips. It goes through a little slideshow, but you can click on it for different ones. It tells you exactly how things work, what keys do what, and whatnot. Now, you can control your airplanes with your mouse sometimes. Your big maneuvers you do with your WASD keys. And WNS does slow you down and speed you up, so you can change your speed, okay, and to help you dodge anti-aircraft fire. At this low level, I haven't found that to be necessary too much. But then, you know, I haven't been playing at the PTR very long. This is my first day on it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to press the M key. I'm going to pull up the big map. I said I'm going to pull up the big map. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck in over here. And I'm going to hide behind that little cove right there. Okay. I'm still vulnerable, but I'm not as vulnerable as I was before since they have the automated systems. And you see at the bottom of the screen, you see the repair is automated and the fighters are automated. But your carrier only does 2 speeds, stop and full. That's it. So let's launch some rocket planes and get in the air. And these do look much nicer than they did on the beta. They have cleaned them up. They are pretty full. And as I said before in the beta, I can only imagine different camouflage patterns and schemes that Warm Gaming could put on or make available for these planes. It really is something to see. So I'm just scouting right now. I'm just looking for enemy ships and flying over the islands. And there is a cruiser. I don't see anything over here. I know they're here. Bots versus bots. There's a cruiser. There's another cruiser. There's a destroyer somewhere up front. I guarantee you there's a destroyer up front of these guys. And there he is. But I'm already on approach to the cruiser, so I'm going to put that reticle right on his nose. I'm going to dive. I'm going to fire. And I don't know what the heck that was supposed to be. Okay, so now we're out of the attack. I'm using the mouse to turn. The mouse does fine turns. If you want to do fast turns, you got to use WASD key. And that right there, I use WASD. Okay, so I maneuver around. I use my mouse. The mouse is just fine tuned. That's your aiming thing. And we're gonna dive, fire. Close, but no cigar. Okay, and again, I'm going to use my WASD keys and make a big maneuver. Flip it right around. You'd think I'd hit something. A little bit too far. A little bit too far. Whoa, too far again. Come on, come on, come on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Ah. No joy on that. No joy on that. And as you can see, the aircraft do get chewed up rather quickly. So let's take the dive bombers out for a spin. We'll press the 2 key twice, and that'll launch my dive bombers. You get to go over the mountain. Airborne. This is pretty impressive. Your view. Isn't that something? And we're going to head over to this side of the map and see what we can get into over here. What kind of trouble can we cause over here? And both destroyers are down on both sides. I think this is bots versus bots. I think I'm the only real player in this game. Me or somebody else, I don't know. I don't think there's anybody else here. But I'm just playing co-op to give you guys an idea and a feel. And I feel more comfortable testing this out on a co-op first before I go into a live action battle. And I'm going to line up the bow of that ship with my reticle. Taking fire. And he's turning. And here we go. Make our attack run. Engaging enemy. We're under attack. Returning to ship. Nope, didn't get that one. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly where those bombs went, but some fish got us big surprise, I guess. We're going to come right up the stern of this ship here in the front of us. That cruiser. We're going to try at him again. And as you can see, the flak, it takes its toll. So our planes are done. I'm going to press that 2 key again. Press it twice. It launches the planes. Maintaining present course. They're in our cap. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit a destroyer with dive bombers. But it looks like our team should have that thing down. Should. Yep, destroyer's down. Going after that cruiser. There's an awful lot of flak coming from those battleships. This is not the best approach. I'm approaching from his side. I should be coming right down his main line. And he's turning. That kind of helps me out a little bit. I want to keep that reticle in front of him.
Engaging enemy.
That's going to be behind him.
Fire. Returning to ship.
Nope, that's a hit. Okay. So, we'll use the WASD keys and we'll come back around. And we'll see if we can't do something with this battleship right here. You know, it's not turning with the mouse. It doesn't want to behave.
Approaching target.
Nope, 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 nope. There's too much flak coming from these battleships. It's almost a suicide run to go over those battleships. And I'm not even tier 10. I'm just a little tier 4. Can you imagine what it's going to be like at tier 10? Yeah. There's a funny story. I had a friend of mine, he played an awesome match on his midway the other day, and he did over 300,000 damage, and he was, you know, telling us about it. And let me get back to the ship first of all. Press the F key and get these rocket planes out. We'll do the rocket planes again. Press 1 twice. Anyway, to continue the story, he was bragging about how well he did on the midway, did over 300,000 damage, shut down the enemy carrier, and all that other good stuff. And that's all fine and good. We all have good games, and that's great, you know. And then I told him, I said, yeah, well, when the new carrier workout comes out, you won't be able to do that. And he was like, oh, no, la, 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 la. No one wants to believe old Zilla, right? Okay, that's fine. He tried to test server. All of a sudden, he doesn't like carriers anymore. You're used to playing an RTS, and now all of a sudden you're in live action, and it's a completely different ball game. And you're not going to put up those big numbers, and you're not going to be able to dominate the map, and you're not going to be able to do the things that you were doing, because this is far more engaging, and to me, it's more fun. Okay, all right, reticle on the nose, on the nose. There we go, and fire. It's going to be a little bit off. Yeah. For whatever reason, that reticle's skipping. I don't know if you saw that. It skips off the ship and goes into the water. So I'm going to have to anticipate that. And we're going to turn around here. But anyway, suffice to say, I was like, I ought to tattoo it on my forehead. I told you so. On my forehead. I really should.
We're under attack.
Nope. We ain't going to do it. I was hopeful that I could turn into it there, but you just don't have that kind of mouse control. Plus, my ping is kind of atrocious, so if your ping is, most likely your ping is better than mine. You probably do better than that. Okay? Not a big result. But what you've done, essentially with this game mode, is you've taken the carrier from the dominant force on any random or co-op battle, and you've turned it into a supporting role where you are simply supporting your team by starting fires, by doing damage, and yeah, you'll sink some ships. Yeah, you will. Don't think you won't. See how that skipped off? And it fired over there? Why does it do that? Is that a glitch? Or is that my lag? I don't know. I'm going to assume perhaps it's both. I don't know if anyone else has encountered that. I haven't really read into the forums too much, except for people complaining about, oh, this game mode sucks.
We're under attack.
Well, I don't think it sucks. I think it's pretty cool. And I think Wargaming has done an excellent job with it. Even though I had my doubts, and still do. Believe me, I know Wargaming, if there's a way to screw it up, they'll find a way. I have faith in them. All right? But those are battleships, so I'm going to bring out dive bombers, and we're going to launch them. But, I mean, just look at it. Look at it. And, again, if you play carriers now, you're going to find that this is a completely different game. It's completely different. It is not your mama's aircraft carrier. And if you're dominant and a Unicom, you won't be here. It doesn't work that way. And these are tier 4 battleships, and their flak is giving me that much trouble. Yeah.
We're under attack.
And this is co-op. Can you imagine what a player's going to do? So, all right, reticles on.
Approaching target. Taking fire. Returning.
Nope. For whatever reason, when I come from port or starboard side, it wants to skip off the ship. Now that, again, I don't know if that's my lag or if it's something in the game that's glitchy or what. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to anticipate,
Approaching target.
come in, and drop early.
We're under attack. Returning.
And when I drop early, they automatically go exactly where I put them. Go figure, isn't it always the way? So we'll do it again. We're coming out. Get my little biplanes, my little washing machine Charlies over here. And take them up. We're down to one battleship, I think. And they outnumber us. So he really needs my help. And I've only done 3,300 damage. I am embarrassed. I hang my head in shame, sir. It's probably a bot. I'm not sure.
We're under attack. Approaching target. Taking fire.
So what is that? Why does it do that? It didn't do that before. Use the WASD keys, whip it around. Aim. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Taking fire.
Come on.
Engaging enemy.
Nope, I had no chance of hitting that guy. None. The WASD Wargaming, it's a little bit clunky. I wish it would be all mouse, and just get rid of the WASD for the planes. Just have it all mouse control. I wish you would do that. I really do, because it's clunky. And it's not just me saying that, getting used to it. It's very hard to aim and control with the WASD key. If I could just use the mouse all the time, it would be much better, in my humble opinion. I'm going after that battleship right there. Whoop.
Taking fire.
I see you.
Approaching target. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
What is it doing that for? I'm trying to understand the mechanics here. Why is it doing that? I can't get the reticle on there with the WASD key, and the mouse is turning too slow. Okay. Again, it's either my lag or something that Wargaming obviously needs to work on. But I truly do wish they would just get rid of the WASD key for the planes, and just go with the go with mouse control all the way around. What is this? What is it doing? Why is it doing that? Stop that. That's ridiculous. What are they doing? I don't have a clue. That's probably my lag doing that or something. I don't know. It might be in the game. I don't know. I doubt it. But again, I haven't really read into the forums, so I don't know if anyone else is experiencing problems with the aircraft controls. Guess who they're coming after now that our battleship is down? That's right, little old me. Here we go.
Engaging enemy. We're under attack. Returning.
Kong's Island, they got a gate right there. Like this is Skull Island. Oh God, these little Easter eggs. I didn't notice that before. Freaking gate, big wall right there. Wargaming. Artistic license, what can I tell you? Okay, it's doing what it did before.
Airborne.
In the tester, on the tester, it's where it's, yeah, it's just messed up. That's a glitch. That is a genuine glitch. That is not my lag. That, ladies and gentlemen, right there is something they had a problem with on the test server and they still have a problem with now. You notice that I have zero control. On the screen, you don't see the planes, and on the bottom, you don't see all those little icons down there. And we're just sailing around.
Taking fire.
This is ridiculous. I'm not doing that. They're doing it on their own. They have a mind of their own, and I'm unable to do anything about it. I have tried clicking. It ain't working.
We're under attack.
You know what? I'm just going to bomb them out. I'll empty all their bombs and then...
Approaching target. Taking fire. Returning. Approaching target. Taking fire.
It's the only other way. I don't see them all getting shot down right away, so the quickest way is just to dump the bombs and get back to the ship.
Target. Returning to ship.
We'll try these attack planes again. That was weird.
Airborne.
Because they're going to cap out unless I do something about it. And if I do something about it, it might tick them off and then they'll come after me. And I am almost completely defenseless over here. Yeah, I'm going to get in a gunfight with a battleship. And that's the end of the game. So that should give you some idea of where it's at right now. Now, they said that they're going to go live with this at 8.0 as it is. They might tweak a few things. I hope they do. But they're going to go live with this. And again, I had some paltry numbers here, guys. And you're going to find that as you get used to it, the numbers aren't going to be there for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video and it gave you some idea what to look for. I'll continue to test it. And anything I come across that's of note, I'll let you know. In the meantime, you guys take good care, be good to each other, and have a great day. Bye.